question on the Bayfront deals with a obvious big piece of it that we'd all like, I think, to see go away, and that is the removal of the South Bay Power Plant. What is your position on the removal of the plant, and what are your ideas about helping to achieve this goal? Mr. Vincent, I'll start with you.
The sooner the better. It's been there too long, and I'd like to not see another one there. I would rather see a Sunrise link come over from the east and relieve us of any of the power plant issues that are on the Bayfront. Thank you.
Ms. Moriarty?
I agree. I want that monstrosity down. It's just awful. And we need to look at alternative energy. We can't just keep doing the same things over and over again. And when it didn't work before, it's still not working. We need to start looking at alternative energy, clean ways of getting fuel, or energy rather. So I agree it needs to go. I think we need to look at solar, we need to look at wind, we need to look at lots of different issues. And everybody just goes, oh, humbug, you know, it's too expensive, it's too this, it's too that. Until we start making an effort doing these things, it's going to stay expensive and it's going to stay out of our reach. So we need to start looking at alternative energy, and I think Chula Vista has the ability to do that. Thanks.
There's probably not one issue that I've spent more time on as a city council member, and my assistant Linda is laughing because this is our baby. And when Steve Padilla was the mayor, we went back and forth, and then we finally became allies in the fight to try to bring some justice to the people in Chula Vista that had to deal with that power plant for over 40 years. You know, everybody talks about it needs to go away, it needs to stop, and you know, frankly, it's not that easy. If any of you want to stop turning on the lights in your house and stop turning on your air conditioning and, you know, stop doing all these things, well, then it can go away. But the real hard work starts, and I've been to the independent system operator, I've been to the Public Utilities Commission, I've talked to people at SDG&E, and we're working towards it. But it's something that's not going to happen overnight, and frankly, it's nothing more frustrating than something that is beset upon our community, which we have absolutely no direct authority or jurisdiction over. And so I think the council has shown some leadership, and I'm proud to say that I've been leading in that area.
Ms. Aguilar?
Obviously, the South Bay Power Plant must come down, and the sooner the better. No question about it. The question is, where are we going to get the power from to turn on our lights and our air conditioners in the middle of summer? We need to have some source of power to service our needs. And the way it looks, we're going to have another power plant that we have no control over on Main Street. Chula Vista has got to take responsibility for its own energy demand, and what we need to do is to look for locations, appropriate locations in the city where we can have smaller, cleaner power plants that don't impact the neighborhood, and that's what I would work for.
Ms. Ben-Susan?
Well, I think this is an issue that we can all be united on, that everyone wants to see that power plant go. I believe the City Council should be relentless when it comes to any influence that they can possibly exercise to get rid of that power plant. It's just crucial. I don't think I don't really personally believe that it's dependent on the Sunrise Power Link or the chargers or anything else. I think the efforts and leadership that both our former Mayor Padilla and Councilman Castaneda have shown and have displayed have been going in the right direction, and that we need to continue to be relentless. I will, though, criticize in the council's abdicating when it came to making a decision on the peaker plant on Main Street, where it was within their jurisdiction to make a ruling on the conditional use permit, and they turned it over to the Public Utilities Commission rather than weighing in on that. So I think we need to be relentless about only allowing these peaker plants in areas that are not within 1,000 feet of sensitive receptors, and stick with our regulations and our general plan.
Thank you.